And welcome everybody to our tactical quiz on Wednesdays. The Daily Gun Show is we do the tactical quiz. So we've got links out. We've sent out links to Patreons. Normally YouTube channel members. I forgot to do that today, but normally YouTube channel members, and they're invited to join in and play our firearms related game show here. And this week we've got the evolution of this. What are we on? Episode 4 of this, or tactical quiz number 4, which is pretty good. We got 4 people playing. It's 2 of me on the screen. So I don't know what order everybody came in, so we'll just go reverse order of what's on the screen right now, I guess. Barbecue jumped in from Ohio. Thanks for joining. No, from Pennsylvania. I'm going to say thanks for joining.
Yes, from Pennsylvania. Good evening. Thanks for the invite. Looking forward to this.
Right on. And then we got DJ jumping in from Nebraska. Thanks for joining.
Yodel. Thanks for the invitation. Glad to be here.
You bet. Baron is in, I don't know where you're at.
Washington.
Thanks for jumping in. This is your second week?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Thanks for the invite.
You bet. And then Candace jumping in, just first week. What state?
Ohio.
Oh, okay. So then that's everybody. So then I'm in Arizona. Here we go. So I'm trying to get this accomplished, both, trying to figure out the show and get it coordinated. So I appreciate everybody's patience with this. This week, let's see, we're facilitating this with our website, TacticalQuiz, TacticalQuiz.com. So if we head over to TacticalQuiz.com, our contestants, our patrons, got the link earlier today. Over on Tactical Quiz, we've got a couple of major sections there. The quizzes are the big section. This week we have 6 different quizzes to choose from, and we'll be doing some stuff to try to figure out what we'll be playing first here. There's a poll going on the YouTube side to choose our second tactical quiz today, and it looks like it's at this point neck and neck between the 2-8 Organization Challenge and Gun Movies in 1986 with Modern Gun Trivia and Who Invented This Gun, coming in a distant 3rd and 4th. So, third and second and third, whatever it would be when there's a tie. So anybody who's watching live and wants to influence what we end up playing for on our second quiz tonight, then feel free to use the poll feature over there. Why don't we also throw out hashtag TQ4, and we'll make that our hashtag tonight. So anybody wants to play with that, we'll use the tactical quiz, or the what's this thing called, StreamYard giveaway tool to I think I even kept that in here. Yep, we use the StreamYard giveaway tool to use that, just let that hashtag trigger for some stuff later on there. So now we're collecting hashtags on that. So anybody that's playing live, then I guess here's the deal. If you want to play with people on the panel, use hashtag TQ4 like DJ just did, and now he's going to play twice, I guess, here and with somebody on the panel. So we're playing around with some stuff. So if you're watching live, you're also able to play. If you're a Patreon, you could be playing live because the Patreons have the passwords to all these quizzes. So we have to come up with the first quiz tonight, and I guess one way to do that is to throw out a random thing there. So why don't we make the random thing tonight be the first one to bring up some kind of a noise that has something to do with a gun, either a noise made from a gun or a noise that, not a gunshot obviously, but some kind of a noise that has something to do with a gun somehow that we have.
Bang.
Damn it.
What was that? Somebody made
That was a
Bang.
1911.
Oh, jeez. All at once.
somebody, who's the one that first made that noise.
I'm pretty sure it's Baron.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, we could have probably been looking at the little white wiggles that come out around their icons when we make noise, but whatever. Okay, so that means that Baron's first one to do the physical challenge, Streets of Strength. What's our first quiz tonight?
Guns and Movies of 1986.
Okay, well then right there, that is going to influence some people who already voted on that one, which is now leading. So that means a 2A organization challenge will take the lead, or people can go over there and still vote. Looking to see, Smeggy's the only one. Oh no, Woods has also put in there. So let's see. Since Barron was the first one to pick, we'll make whoever this person is playing with Barron.
Where is that?
Woods. So Barron playing with Woods. All right, and then
Go Washington.
For now, that's all I'm doing. There's no law that says I got to pick somebody for everybody. So Barron was first one to pick. Barron's got Woods. Now Woods is playing with Barron. So here we go. We're going to go to that quiz over here. What'd you say? The one from 86?
Yep.
All right. So I make these quizzes up during the week thanks to our Patreons. Here's the deal. I'm not going to keep doing this. It takes a tremendous amount of effort and work. So it's not worth it at all if there's no payoff. And the payoff is people showing up and having fun with this quiz. So give me some feedback with all this. Not right now because it doesn't count if you're here. People watching this in the future, people would like this enough to come back later and make a comment or something. Give me some feedback on these because it's definitely more difficult to make up, 6 quizzes than you'd imagine. So we got this, and I have to put in the password. So the way that we're working this is the Patreon's got a link earlier today, and once they jumped in here, we kind of coordinated, and everybody is now logged into this one. Correct?
Yep.
Are
Yes, sir.
people able to screen share so that we can see their screens, or just going to do that at the end?
At the completion.
Say I can do it right now if you want.
However you want to do it, just so that ideally, we come up with a system so that everybody can see this is all on the up and up, and nobody's just saying, oh yeah, I got a 90%. But anyway, so for the people that are playing at home, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger on the screen so everybody can see what we're talking about here. And I'm still going to not answer myself, but ideally if somebody was screen sharing, then they could still answer. And I think what I'm going to do this time is ask everybody for their answer. And I'm not going to try to keep track of it. Y'all keep track on the screen, and that'll record your answer, but we're going to still go through. We're not going to say which one's the right answer. We'll let people at home still take the quiz themselves, but everybody can record their answer so that we, for perpetuity or whatever. So the first question from Gun Movies of 1986 is, the Colonial Marines M41A pulse rifle is designed from what real-life gun? The AR-15 and the Mossberg 500, the AR-15 and a Remington 870, the Thompson and a 500, or the Thompson and an 870? So, I don't know. Baron, you're the first one. What did you pick on this one?
The Thompson and the 870.
Anybody pick anything different? Let's do it that way so we're not going around asking everybody everything.
I just picked the Thompson and the 500.
And I went with a combination of the 870. I'm actually on to like the 4th question. My bad.
Well, you can jump ahead wherever. So anybody confident in that one, or was this one pretty simple?
Not at all.
Complete guess.
For guessing. All right, the next one is the iconic guns of Jack Burton in Big Trouble in Little China are Tech 9s, Mac 10s, Mac 11s, or Mini Uzis. Candace,
I said Tech 9.
did they say anything different?
Not me.
Nope. Pretty easy.
What the heck did I?
Okay, everybody's confident in that one, I guess.
I went with Mac 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, again,
Mick
complete
Dundee,
guess.
Mick Dundee in Crocodile Dundee, the good one, the original one. What kind of rifle is he using? So there's a rifle in that movie. Enfield 303 sporter. Well, they're all sporterized. An M1 carbine, an M1 Springfield, or a Remington bolt action. DJ.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I have that one. I can recall.
What'd you put?
Oh, the Enfield. Sorry.
And anybody else put anything different?
Not me.
Put the Enfield on that one.
Everybody's pretty confident on that one. Does he say what it is in there? I don't remember that movie, that part of it. At least. I mean, I remember the rifle. I just don't remember if he says anything about it. Movie FX. Everybody remember this movie?
Nope.
Great
I have
movie.
not seen any of these.
Oh, crap. Well, that's your fault for not paying attention to stuff that's important. So the epic ending of the movie, FX, features what firearm? Baron again?
It's the Law Rocket.
Oh, okay. Anybody pick anything different?
I did.
What?
I went with Uzi.
Anybody anything different? Confident? Easy? Guessing?
Is this
Yeah,
next
I've
one
seen
Heartbreak
it, so.
Ridge?
So then we get to Gunnery Sergeant Tom Highway uses
got
what
this.
firearm when he says the famous quote, well, I'm paraphrasing, and it makes a very distinguished sound when you fire it. So or when it's fired at you, so remember. And then I tried not to mention it, right? But otherwise it's mentioned in the quote. So what's that movie? Heartbreak Ridge.
Heartbreak Ridge.
Got AK-47, Emily Grand, M16, Uzi.
AK-47.
Yep.
Okay.
That's how I responded as well.
It's one of my favorite movies. I actually know that one. So that one I have seen.
Amazing movie.
Yes.
So everybody was confident in that one. Then it's also kind of in the picture. Kurgrin, or whatever his name is fighting in a back alley with another immortal and gets shot by a survivalist using what kind of firearm in the movie Highlander? So, did everybody see this movie? Everybody remember that scene?
I had to guess
I
on
remember
this.
the theme.
This is
Saw
when the
the
bad
movie a
guy
lot.
who wears the skull on his face, I think, and the guy who's the bad guy is beating up somebody else. He kills somebody else in an alley, and then this guy comes up and wails on him. He gets shot. Shoots the murder guy. So is he carrying the AK-47, AR-15, shotgun, or Uzi?
I put Uzi.
So did I.
I went
Pretty confident.
AR-15. I wish it had been a choice about the car he was driving because that seemed to stand out better.
All right, so next one, platoon. What is that? Staff Sergeant Elias and Barnes carry what rifles for most of the movie? Colt XM177s, M16s, M16s A1s, or AK-47s from China? Anyone?
I went the M16A1.
I put the XM177.
As did I.
I put M16. I have seen that movie, but it's been a very long time.
Then we get to Delta Force, all these movies from 1986. Main firearm of the main dude, Chuck Norris, in this movie is HEK MP5, Mini Uzi, M16, or the regular Uzi. Anyone?
I had to guess.
Mini
I put
Uzi.
Uzi.
I said mini Uzi.
As did I.
Oh, that's three of us.
Then we get the Three Amigos. All three of them use the same, maybe not the exact same revolver, but the same model revolver, and that is a Walker, Peacemaker, SSA, or a Remington.
I
Anyone?
put the Single Action Army.
I'm going with the SSA. Or SAA.
And I guess I need to register a guess. This is not going to go well.
I don't think
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go
know
with
if they mentioned it at all in there. Who went with Walker?
Yeah, me.
Oh, well, here's the tip. No movie ever uses a Walker. They always cost too much for anybody to use in a movie.
I thought what was it? Josie Wells used a Walker.
Well, I'm just saying, most movies, how about most movies? They don't use Walkers in them very much.
I saw Peacemakers and Single Action Army were both answers, so that threw me for a loop. So I just picked the 1858.
The Top Gun features what weapon system? F-14 with the Vulcan, F-15 with the Vulcan, F-18 with the Vulcan, or the 35 with the GAU, I guess?
Oh, crap.
Wow.
Top Gun, Navy.
F-14.
F-14.
I'm going to go with a 15.
Why am I thinking Hornet?
I don't know. So they used them in the Navy.
Oh.
So then if you were playing along, then you would get a score. I'm not going to get a score, and I'm not going to scroll down, because if I was to scroll down, you'd start seeing the answers. And our goal isn't to blow it for anybody. We have a password on here just so that people don't go in and figure it out, play it ahead of time. Once we play the quiz live, though, then I turn the password off, and everybody can play these quizzes. And there's a giant pile of quizzes over here at Tactical Quiz where anybody can go in and play these things. every week we add 3 more to the pile that everybody can play. So the goal is to create quizzes that people can use to learn some of this stuff or play around with trivia, I guess, from firearm stuff. So the big question is, what score did everybody get? So Baron, you were first.
Yeah, I got my screen share on down there. I got a 80%.
Wow.
You were live in the 86, right?
No, I was not alive in 86, but
Oh, dang! So you just actually did the work and watched all the movies. From
I
86.
did
I'm
like
excited.
renting VHSs.
Okay, so then we'll go Candace.
I'm sharing my screen. I got a 50%.
All right, so this isn't working. So I appreciate everybody sharing their screens, but that totally doesn't work because now that's like extra screens. So
Yep.
you can not share your screens, I suppose. So I appreciate
sorry.
that, but well, it's not. I just realized that now it just makes it like I got 10 people in here, and
Yeah.
there's no way to just add them. It just replaces my screen. So, I mean, I guess we could do it if we had some kind of dilemma, whatever challenge or something. Anyway, I guess DJ.
Let's see, 60%.
And then barbecue.
50.
And am
All
I the
those
only one
hours
who
of-
was alive in 86?
And then 50%, you said?
I just
Barbecue.
tanked.
Yeah, I got
Barbecue,
50.
did you say 50?
50.
So 80, 50, 60, and 50?
Yes.
I get that right? So there's got to be a way. I think we're going to, instead of just saying winner, we're going to take the accumulated score over the day, because otherwise I think it's too, I mean, that was too much. That didn't work last week, I don't think, just doing, I think that's the way to do it. So that means we're going to the next quiz, and the next quiz will be determined by the people on YouTube. So before we head over there, let's take a look at something else over here on Tactical Quiz, and that is on the main page. We got a picture, or we got some photos of all the prizes. So adding prizes to the game. We're going to, I think I've got this list over here if I put it somewhere, to depending on what level of end score folks get, will have different prize packs, and then they'll be able to pick within that prize pack what loot they want. So we've got the color-coded Wolverine things that we're continuing to figure out how to implement. But in addition to that, we've got the other loot, which will include a book set. So there's a couple of different books. We did a video on this earlier yesterday, with a couple of different books, and just for some variety. There's a ton of hats. So if somebody's a hat person, we got some hats available. I'm throwing some knives in there. So there's a kind of, again, a weird assortment of knives there. Some patch sets that I just posted on Instagram earlier, if anybody wants to take a closer look at those. And then we got some 3D prints, so gun channels related, voodoo dolls, and little baby toys and stuff. And then some Gun Show Loophole Tour stuff, which has not yet been posted anywhere, but we've got this set from AZ Firearms when it was still a gun shop, and a little set I put together for the Gun Show Loophole Tour, and it never went anywhere, so it's just sitting there. So a good assortment of stuff for people that might have different interests in what we have been doing over the years, or just general interest in getting some cool stuff or maybe useful stuff. That being said, has anybody else put in a hashtag? I guess Tim did. No, those are people saying F14. So we do have a hashtag going. The hashtag is there a way to just, I guess I have to go back in here. And what was that hashtag again? TQ4. So for this one, anybody that puts in hashtag TQ4, probably not the people on the panel, but we're about to hit quiz number 2. And why don't we go with, I probably should have come up with the physical challenges ahead of time. First one that can put a link somewhere to something that Barbecue has done. So either a link in the side chat or a link in the chat out there, which we're now looking at, or whichever's easier for you. Some creative way to get a link of something that our friend Barbecue, who's on the panel right now, has done. Probably online because it's easiest to link things that are online.
Yeah, I
So-
can't post links in the YouTube.
Oh, well, then that makes it easier. Did you put it in the side chat?
I did the private.
Oh,
Man,
well, there we
he
go.
is quick.
There's Baron putting a thing. So Barbecue, who owns everything he's ever done and is sitting there in front of everything he's ever done, literally on the device that he's used to make everything he's ever done. DJ, who's been sitting there next to him the whole time he's been doing it, just sat around doing nothing. Well, now I guess I'm going to click on the wrong thing here. I guess somehow Baron is going to be playing for two people now. Hopefully you got room on your shoulders.
Oh yeah, I got big shoulders.
That's what she said.
She did.
I'm not sure why that turned into an innuendo, but
Was it
Woods
before?
gets two prices.
Interstate.
Well, Woods ain't getting nothing doubled. So first off, I didn't say nothing about doubling nothing. So I guess that's a null. So somebody had an opportunity, but Woods just pushed him out of the way and grabbed it. So now we're going to put that hashtag in there. We'll just wait till the next time, I guess. TQ4, right? No, 4. All right. Then we'll get back in here, and it looks like we already did gun movies in 1986. So the next one is Two-Way Organization Challenge. And then we're going to go to this one. The same password as before. So everybody that's on the panel is digging in and putting in the password. Hopefully. And getting in. Everybody good to go?
Yep.
We are
Yep.
on Two-Way Organization Challenge. Candace, DJ, everybody good?
yep.
Answering the first question right now.
Okay, so here we go. We got 10 questions in each of these things. At this point, I'm still using this format of like 4 questions per. But as I get more comfortable making these quizzes, which isn't easy because I don't just like grab these from someplace online, I'm coming up with these. As I get better at making them, I'm going to play with the tool a little bit more. Just a little feedback too is that this thing constantly bugs me because I never paid for the thing. I'm using like the free version of this quiz thing, or this, whatever this is called. And they really, really, really want me to pay the money for it. So I haven't decided yet if it's worth spending the money because you can, just don't need to spend money on things unnecessarily. So if this thing turns into something that people dig, I'm looking for that feedback so that I know to spend the money. So this thing quits bugging me and we get a couple of more features. That'll also give me the ability to do more than just this 4 questions all the time. And so with that being said, the first question is, what organization hosts the SHOT Show each year? Is it the, I don't know how to say this, the National Association of Sporting Goods Wholesalers? Is it the National Sporting Goods Association, the National Shooting Sports Foundation, or the Southeastern Outdoor Press Association? By the way, every single one of those is real. None of those are made up. So
Wow.
anybody knew this one?
I'm pretty sure I did.
NSSF.
That's what I did.
Okay, anybody got anything different? That'll take us to number 2. Neil Knox founded which pro-gun owners' rights organization in 1984? The Firearms Coalition, the Gun Owners of California, the JPFO, Jews for Preservation of Firearms Ownership, or the Sportsman Alliance of Maine?
The Firearms Coalition, I believe.
That's what I put.
Anybody else put anything different?
I don't think so.
Now we get to Revere's Riders was formed in 2015 as a group off of what other organization? Was it from 4-H? Was it from Minuteman Review? Was it from Project Appleseed or the United Special Sportsman Alliance, USSA?
I put apple seeds.
I
Wow,
put
sounds good to me.
Minuteman Review.
I'm with you, Barbecue. Project Appleseed. I'm moving on.
Then we got Chicago Guns Matter, an organization made up of pro-gun advocates in and around Chicago, founded in 2017 by which 2A activists? Alan Gottlieb, Marion Hammer, Otis McDonald, or Rhonda Ezel?
I believe it's Rhonda Ezel. I would like it to be if it's not.
I thought it was Otis McDonald.
That's what I put.
Candace?
I guessed on all of these.
Yeah, these are tough.
Next one is, which of these youth-focused 2A organizations is the oldest? The CMP, Civilian Marksmanship Program, Kids Safe Foundation, Project Appleseed, or Revere's Riders? Anybody?
I put,
put-
Project Appleseed again.
I put the CMP.
Next, we get, which of these state gun owners' rights groups was created first? So this is state-level groups, not focused on anybody in particular. Gun Owners of California, the Kansas State Rifle Association, the Kentucky Rifle Association, or the Sportsmen's Alliance of Maine again? Anyone?
Kentucky? I guessed on that.
I guess Kentucky as well.
Well, you could just memorize every single state organization and then start remembering which one came first, but I guess one way to do it is guess.
And I went with Maine.
Okay.
Go.
Well, there might be some strategy there with whichever ones are over there being states first or something, right? You would think, but it didn't really work out that way. So Gun Owners of America was founded in what year? 1970, 1972, 1975, or 1977? This one, easy, hard? Guessing?
I'm a little confused because I had actually thought they were founded in 76. So
Oh, there's a tip. Nothing was founded in 76 that I know of. Just FYI. Nothing guns. I'm seriously, I don't think of anything. Everything was different year.
Well, I
let me-
picked 77 for a separate reason. Than thinking it was 76.
I don't know. You know, when I built these things, I'm trying to make it so that, you know, it's not like, oh, which end of the thing does a gun barrel come or the bow come out of? You know, like too simple, because most of the ones you go online, they're stupid. They're just stupid, and then they're wrong, like they're not even in English or whatever. But I also wanted to make it where if somebody takes it, they don't just necessarily get it, and then hopefully, if the thing doesn't, I don't know if I have it set up well. Some of you that have taken it already, does it? I think it tells you if you're right what the other answers are, but and sometimes it's obvious if you're right. But in other words, if for something that's like which was first, it'll tell you if you're right, but it'll also tell you the dates of all of them. That makes sense. So now, if you're taking this on your own and you're curious now, you know, or if you're doing this in a collaborative thing like on a chat or something, then the potential is that people learn something from it, right? That information's getting across instead of just wasting everybody's time. But let me know. Like I say, if it's too much of like a learning thing and nobody's interested in that, then you know what I mean? That's good intel. All right. So Marion Hammer, the first female NRA president from 1995 to 1998, created the Eddie Eagle program in what year? 78, 88, 98, or 2008?
I recall this, I believe, from a previous conversation. That is 1988.
That's what I picked.
Anything else? Anybody guess? Is this a guess or knew it? Some of us
Just a
lived it.
guess.
I'm going to go with 78 just to be different.
Then we got Alan Gottlieb founded Citizens Committee Right to Keep and Bear Arms in 1972. In what state? Delaware, Virginia, Washington, or Washington, D.C.?
Baron?
I put DC, but it is wrong.
I think that you are correct. That is incorrect. I went with Washington. I believe that one to be the correct answer.
As did I. And by the way, I changed my last answer to 88. Had to go with my gut.
Then do it.
All right. And then 10th one is the Gun Owners Action League goal is from which state? Connecticut, Illinois, Massachusetts, or Washington?
Massachusetts is. I hope. I believe.
And again, I'll hit enter here and nothing will happen for me because I didn't answer any of them, but they should have all got a score. The average
Ouch.
score is 45, it says. So let me go grab my thing and we'll just go in that order so that it stays where I can keep track. So
Yeah, this one hurt.
copy my own thing. Oh, no, I can type it again. So Baron, what'd you get on this one?
40.
And then Candace?
I got a 30%.
And then DJ?
Fingers crossed that barbecue doesn't have anything better than a 70%.
70, and then
Whoa.
barbecue.
60.
Oh,
Oh snap! Is it the one that you changed or anything, or do you know?
Actually, let me go check that.
So without,
that-
so I'm not trying to answer them right, so that we're trying to be a little bit vague, so that people who are playing this at home or playing this in the future, or whatever, don't get spoilers. But at the same time, we can be vague and still kind of figure stuff
No,
out.
it was
So
not that one.
how do I get to do this? Is there somebody out there that can figure out this math? It's texting me.
For combining the scores from each test.
Yeah, because right, is that the way to do it? To average the scores from 3, and then we get an overall score.
I can open up
Well,
an
you can
Excel
just-
sheet.
Instead of doing the percentage,
Just
just do
add 'em
the
up.
total number of questions right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
So,
like-
out of 300 instead of 200, or out of 100. You mean?
I have 12 questions right now total.
Well, you have to do the number of questions right. Just I've got 50 and
Just add up
60,
the number.
so that's
Yeah.
110, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, but if one of the quizzes doesn't have 10
Oh, they all have
questions,
10. They all
yeah,
have
they'll
10.
have 10.
that
okay.
helps. Is somebody else keeping track of our overall of the scores for us, though? Because all I did was share screens and move on.
Oh,
Except for
No,
the
no,
last
we
one.
got it. Yeah, we got it.
Kansas.
All right.
So we're not going to do an average. We'll just do a total. Because average probably is a waste of time. So that's what Smeggy's even saying. So now we get to choose the third one. And at this rate, according to the people that are watching this live, they don't even know what to choose next because they got a bunch of ties, series of ties happening. We've got the 2A organization challenge. We already did. The gun movies in 1986 already did. So that gives us 4 more options that we got quizzes prepared for this week. We got an EDC backup gear challenge. We got the modern gun trivia, who invented this gun, and the shooting range knowledge quiz. I'm trying to make these also not just super boring, made for little kids who are playing video games, but for people that actually hang out in our community, in our industry, and in our places that we go, like the shooting ranges and stuff. Totally difficult to make a quiz about shooting ranges, by the way, especially since this is the second one. But we need to figure out a way. I'm trying not to use cameras so that this isn't always a game of trying to find something off the desk, which Foss seems to be really good at. So why don't we instead let the audience help decide who is going to be involved here? Everybody in the audience who's watching is going to get 1 vote after, so everybody can see on the screen that I'm typing in a series of equals signs. That's the bar, and that'll be now. And then until I stop and put another bar up there, the people, you can all vote for somebody on the panel, and then that person will pick the next game. So you're either picking Candace or Baron or DJ or Guns of Barbecue. So you can answer once. DJ's picked on himself, which I guess I didn't say isn't in the rules. But got some votes coming in, and everybody's basically got 1 vote at this point. And has everybody, I don't know how many people are out there. According to this, there's 10 people. If 4 of them are us, 5 of them are us, and that's only 5 others. If Smeggy is out there, and Woods is out there, and Sergeant Major Sergeant Bulldog, then
It's advantage Baron going into the deadline.
is that what it is? 2 Barons?
Yeah.
And is there anybody? I'll put the equals in here. About to hit enter. Is there anybody else
Say,
that
I would-
can't? Well, now barbecue, of course, had to make it a tie. So now there's a tie, and it's all up to. Oh
Can we
no,
have-
Karen's got it. Unless somebody's going to put something in there. Oh, Bulldog left. So unless someone quickly puts something in, then it's over. So Kenneth, you're picking the next. Oh no, snap!
Oh,
Baron.
check it out. Tim S.
With Baron in there. Damn it. Okay, so it's Canis and Baron will be battling out in a who wins this war. We have situations at hand here.
to the death.
Barbecue. Which realm are we taking this battle into?
Um,
Pick one of these on the screen here.
Let me get
Animals
to
of
the
Planet
screen.
Earth, Food Challenge, robots, space vehicles, space battles, girls of sci-fi, rifles, or knives. Of course.
let's go with Animals of Planet Earth.
All right, we'll just randomly pick one here, and we use the results that other people have come up with for these fights. So why don't we go with the ninja and the polar bear? I think we've used this before, but now we have 15 votes. Candace, who's going to win this one? Ninja or the polar bear?
This is a good one.
I think the ninja.
Baron? Ninja?
The polar bear.
Exactly. Good job, Aaron.
Well, you're wrong.
Ooh.
So at
Oh
this
my
point,
God! What the heck's the matter with
Ninja
you?
has pulled ahead a while ago. So Candace is picking the next quiz, and that's one of our
Congrats.
head-to-heads. So we've got the EDC backup challenge. Wow, modern gun trivia. Who invented this gun or shooting range?
I'd like to do shooting range knowledge quiz.
Right on. So that means the who invented the modern gun and the EDC will all move on to next week. Assuming I get some feedback, then I'll continue to make new quizzes, and then we'll have those to look forward to or whatever. So I am going to have to make these a little bit smaller so I can actually see it. Everybody's going to put in their passwords. And like I say, if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, I want to be able to play these things, but I don't have no password. The passwords are only here to keep everybody out until we play it the first time. Then I pull the passwords off. So the passwords won't be there if you go to play this in the future. All right. So this one is shoot and range knowledge quiz. And at this point, we've got Baron playing for Woods. We've got 8 people that have used the hashtag TQ4 in order to be, what's that called when you're piggybacking off of one of the people playing here?
Mooching? Leeching?
Teaming up.
It's not like leeching. It's like one of them things that sucks on the side of a shark and eats out of its gills or whatever they do. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
Parasite?
sucker fish.
No, it's not parasite. They're just hanging out with the shark. Maybe it's kind of companion. So we already got Woods hanging out on Baron like that. I guess we don't know who this is. So Smeggy is now doing that to somebody, and we got to figure out who that's going to be. Smeggy, who do you want to be? We can let Smeggy choose this. Smeggy's been around long enough. He's an adult. Smeggy, who do you want to be playing for you? You can pick. And with that, we'll move on to the rest of the quiz. So I guess I have to leave this and go back over here. If your bolt will not stay back or open without the magazine, like an AK-47 that doesn't have any kind of bolt hold open, right? What would you do at a public shooting range during ceasefire? Do you leave the empty magazine in and insert a chamber flag so that the bolt stays back with the empty magazine? Do you remove the magazine and close the bolt on a chamber flag? Or do you take the firearm apart like when you clean it? Do you break it down? Anyone? Smeggy's going with Candace. So now Candace
I'm
has a
saying
feeder
option 2.
Smeggy, and Baron has a feeder Woods. What'd you say?
Option 2. Remove the magazine and open on a chamber flag.
Anybody pick anything else? Easy?
Not me.
Difficult?
So, quick thing though, what if you don't have a chamber flag?
Well, then maybe you shouldn't be at a public range. Maybe you shouldn't be shooting guns. What do you not
Perhaps.
love have a non-safety? What do you use for a chamber flag? Pretty much anything. Like a screwdriver could be used as a chamber flag. The range may have them. A lot of times ranges will have like a bucket of them. You could take like a roll of just some like paper towel or whatever's handy and wad that up. You know how you can wad paper towel up into like a twist, jam that in there. I mean, whatever the range is going to consider okay, but basically you're using something to indicate that 1, there's not a bullet in there, and 2, you've done something to make sure that gun's clear. So you're right. You may not have a chamber flag, but unless you're not confident, you can come up with something that you can make arrangements with the people so you don't have to do something more drastic. But that's a good question because not everybody has them. Here's the other thing. Get them. Like they're super easy. So make them.
Most guns come with them today. At least
Good point.
semi-autos.
Sometimes, yeah. And if you don't, then another one does, and somebody's not using it, somebody like Woods doesn't go to a range, probably doesn't care about having chamber flags, so might be able to bum them off of somebody or something. Next one. On most ranges, the rifle is considered unloaded if the action is open, magazine is removed, the shooter is done and walks away from the bench, the firearm is in the wall rack, or the magazine is removed and the chamber flag is inserted.
I
Which
went
one
with
is
the
unloaded?
first option.
Action open, magazine removed?
I did the last one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the last one because if the action can't be open, like in AK-47, you're gonna have to have a chamber flag in there.
Yeah. DJ just probably doesn't have guns that can't do this.
Well, he has a bunch of break actions and Ivor Johnsons.
I
What'd you
picked
pick,
the
Ken?
last. I picked the last one because the first one doesn't include, weapons that don't stay open, and it also, I guess, it doesn't really include, open bolt weapons if there happen to be around in the chamber.
Yep.
Yep. And this happens constantly. As soon as somebody walks up and is going to get some more ammo, this happens multiple times all day long. Where this happens when everybody's walking away and trying to make their gun show clear so that you can visually see that the gun's empty. But that's what it's all about. Most people probably aren't going to think that much about it when they're reading it, I think, but who knows? Who has the ability to yell cease fire at a shooting range? Only the range officers? Anyone who sees a safety issue or dangerous situation? Or only a sheriff or police officer?
It's anybody.
Well, clearly only a sheriff or police officer because they are always at the range when I'm there.
And they're the
Odds.
only ones with that kind of authority to know when something's clearly unsafe. That's how I feel about it.
Well,
Like,
they
if
are
if
highly
you're not
trained
representing the
professionals.
state, how do you even know if something's safe if you're not representing the state? And then you get best targets for 100-yard bullseye shooting are typically what kind of targets? Cardboard, clay, metal, or paper? For a 100-yard bullseye, what are you typically going to use? Cardboard, clay, metal, or paper?
Oh,
I put
cardboard.
down paper.
I feel like
Yep.
cardboard would be the better option, but traditionally paper.
Is that what you chose?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I probably shouldn't have put paper on there because that one's a bad question. All right, the next one is I don't take these. I just make a whole shit ton of them, and now we're taking them. The portion of the shooting range where you uncase, case, and shoot your firearms is called downrange, sideline, firing line, or uprange.
Firing line?
That's what I put.
Oh, where you case, uncase, and shoot your firearms. You're calling that the firing line? Anything different?
I didn't know the uprange. Uprange was like one of the things I dallied there for a second. I was like, uprange. But then it was the inclusion of where you fire from. So I'm just like, that's where I went.
And I don't think there's different nomenclature anywhere. Because most ranges use NRA blueprints basically effectively, so they all use the same nomenclature. Plus, almost everybody goes to NRA RSO school, but the NRA doesn't do anything. Let's burn it down. The indoor shooting ranges in Las Vegas offer what services? Full auto rentals. You can pick up and drop off your whole group, so you don't have to have a car to go to the place. Private shooting lanes for parties, or all of the above.
Las Vegas is kind of a full service city, so I just went with all of it.
That's basically a commercial for when you go to Vegas, go shooting, because they're all competing with each other. So they all offer all of that.
Yep.
When referring to the targets, when referring to where the targets are on the shooting range, what is that area called? Downrange, firing line, sideline, or uprange?
Downrange.
Indeed.
So I'm trying to pick, somewhere between people who don't know what the hell and people that are like, come on, we're not looking for baby questions, right? One of the things I got to pay for, I think, is to make these things, rate them as easy and hard. And I don't know if it's worth doing because it's hard enough making these dang things. The quizzes, I mean, and the questions and answers, all this stuff has got to be created. So anyway, shotgun shooting, what do you traditionally yell to the person with the targets when you're ready? Go, I'm set, pull, or throw?
Squirrel.
Oh, 4.
Well, I should have put 4 in there.
Mhm.
Did everybody know that one, or was that one tough?
Yeah, I
Easy?
did poll.
Yeah, I did as well. I just
I
got there.
did pull.
I figure somebody that's never been before might not know.
I should have done
Uh,
tug. Should put tug in there too.
The best thing you can do for local shooting range is visit it often, take classes, and bring friends shooting. Offer feedback to the staff and leave comments online to raise awareness. Attend events at the range, join clubs, and participate in the shoots they got there, or all the above.
Take 'em
All
all.
of the above.
I'm going to choose all
the,
the above.
the
That.
commercial. It's very difficult to come up with questions for a shooting range. Your shooting range, because what's similar between all shooting ranges? Like, there's hardly anything once you start thinking about it. At least when you're trying to sit there making quizzes on deadline. Your shooting range has benches east of the berms, so you shoot to the west. What time of day is the worst day to go to the range? Morning, late morning, early afternoon, late afternoon.
Late afternoon.
Is that too easy?
That's what I put.
Or-
Yeah, that's what I put.
So that brings us to the results. And for our third quiz, we'll see what everybody got. I got to go back over here and get my order. So for all the folks out there who are helping with the scores, we got Baron. What'd you get?
100%.
Oosh.
Fricked.
Just a game.
I
Or
can share
quick.
the screen if you want.
It's not a game. It's life.
Life is
Then
a game.
Candace.
I got 90%.
Ooh, wow.
Good job.
DJ.
I got 70%. I am not necessarily as safe as those two at the range.
Did you get ones wrong that were? I don't know how to get ones wrong on this because it seems.
Well, that one I
Barbecue.
had trouble with, the unloaded, which is the action is open, magazine is removed.
Yeah.
That's one that I missed, and then I also missed that cardboard targets. I mean, I was kind of with barbecue for a second there with cardboard.
No, that's a
seemed to
bad
make sense.
question. That's a bad
Yeah.
question. I should have put something else besides paper. Barbecue. What'd you get?
100.
Oh snap! So
Got a
it
tie.
makes it difficult for everybody to. Oh no, that is a tie on this one. But we see before I was doing it with the winner of the game and then just the winner. So people will go figure out what the totals are for me now, or for us now. Yeah.
Baron had what? 80 on your
I
first
got
one?
an 80, a 40, and a 100.
So that's 220. And then I had a, 50, 60, and a 100. So that would only be 210.
I squeaked by.
Ding! Squeaking by on the way into the mouse party. Holy hell! Nice cross pollination there.
And then what did Candace? Oh, somebody did it already. You did it all already for everybody. So then you got 170 and DJ got a 200. So that's pretty close to everybody getting.
Oh wow, that was good.
That was a
That
good
was a heck of a
show.
lot more neck and
Yeah.
neck. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the keeping track of the score instead of the round.
Okay. So I think what I'll do next time is, if it works for everybody, is drop the password right at the end, like right when we're starting, basically, and then give each of them a separate password, and then we'll add them up this way. I still think doing 3 works because we're right about 50 minutes, starting around and everything. I think we still got it in here. Boss gets super pissed if we take even a moment over 1 hour. So we definitely have to be within an hour. That's the number one thing. He's made that abundantly clear. So what happened? Barbecue jumped out? Oh, he left in a huff. He got pissed because he didn't win? Wow. All
He
right.
laughed and left. What was that about?
All right. So Baron, what have you been eyeballing from the prize table over here?
Where's the prize table?
So I'm not sure. I basically, if you got something in mind, then let me know. But I'm trying to figure out because I originally had it figured out to be like a percentage
Tactical
thing,
prize.
so that doesn't work.
And
And those patch packets were kind of cool. And in that picture, at least, there you can see what's in each one.
oh,
Yeah,
so
I
so
got a little.
I don't just pick a patch. You get all of them.
Yeah, see, I got the little dice there. These are each a prize pack or a patch pack, I guess.
Oh wow.
So the dice there indicates like one of them's got a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and so on. There's a couple of books there. And I was thinking about doing like I'm trying to make this sort of like remember the comic books in the back of the comic books, and I don't remember what you had to do. I never did it, but you had to do something, and then you'd earn all this stuff, and then so you'd sit there looking
Olympic.
back for the comic books,
Hmm.
trying to figure out something like that. But I also
I
want to
think-
make it where there's like something about the score, because obviously somebody comes along and gets more score, then it's sort of like the tokens or the tickets at a arcade place, whatever those places were. Where you had like the ball game, whatever that was called.
Skee ball. Oh yeah, got a lot of
Yeah,
tickets for a couple of
Aaron wins.
places
That means that Woods gets stuff too. So Woods can go ahead and also pick something, since you don't have to pick the same thing. Because I can't pick the same thing. There was a couple of things in here that I have more than one of.
Oh man, I don't have that black hashtag patch.
Washington Alliance. Cahoots.
That is a girl, and her name was #Tactical. Hashtag, right?
Mhm.
Tactical. And that was her patch.
Yeah, say because I've got the blue and red one. There's another one like that. I don't remember the exact color variation, but I don't remember having the black and white variant.
I think we do have 2 Woodses. I've got a blue Woods and I've got a white Woods. And I think the blue one's in better shape, like it printed better. Woods is interested in a Woods voodoo doll. He wants a little voodoo doll himself. Hey, you can have voodoo doll yourself. It's cool.
Now that he's picked, I will grab the patch pack from the bottom right.
This one with the AZ Firearms stuff.
Good choice.
And
Okay,
the
so
rally
that's not
flag
really
there
a
in the middle.
patch pack. That's more a thing from the Gun Show Loophole Tour, but it's basically the same thing. Got a couple of patches in there from the rally and from Arizona Citizens Defense League and from Gunstreamer. And then that squirt gun is Arizona or AZ Firearms was a gun shop from Gun Freedom Radio, the podcast. And then their gun shop, it was a cool gun shop, the kind of gun shop that has stuff from like all over the walls and all behind everywhere. So you go in there, and no matter how many times you've been there, you could just constantly be looking around and poking around and finding different things. And they've constantly got new stuff, so that that you weren't going to get bored going into that gun shop. Because of that, I'm sure that little kids would not look forward to going to that shop if their parents were going in and they were super nerds and they were gonna, be poking around that store looking at stuff that the little kid didn't necessarily care about, or for some other reason. They had this basket right by the door, and in the basket were all these little squirt guns, and they have a little card on them that has the Second Amendment on one side, and I think the other side was some gun safety, the Florida gun safety rules, and then it says AZ Firearms on it, but it's a real squirt gun. And the idea was that any kid that came in there got a gun to go home with. They could take a squirt gun home with them or have it to play around with. So, 1, that was super cool, and 2, we took that idea and used it with gun channels when we would go to what's it called, Wanamaker, and Wanamaker, the people that produced the show would give us a table for gun channels, and one of the things we did is have somebody sitting at that table, and I forgot who did it. It was either Clover or Snob or Gizzard or somebody. Somebody bought a pile of squirt guns off of eBay or something or Amazon, and then we had some cards printed up, and we made them like a folding type of thing. Somebody punched holes, somebody put rubber bands on a bunch of them. And then we did the same thing. We had every kid that came up to the table, I forget who was sitting there, we'd give them or let the kid grab a squirt gun. We had I think about 4 or 5 different ones. So anyway, that's sort of the story of the free squirt guns. Just a way to get kids either, a little bit something they have so when they go get bored, or if they're digging the gun show, then they got something for nothing, which makes gun show.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Right, yeah. So I'll throw that in a bag. Did you get the other one? Did it get to you all right? I got your pen.
Didn't get it yet.
Okay, but I think it's on its way. I got your address from the last time. So, yeah, thanks everybody. We're right about at an hour. This was our Wednesday edition of our Daily Gun Show. We go live every weeknight at midnight. So, yeah, this is kind of late for a lot of people. Thanks for everybody who stayed up late. Again, looking forward to some feedback in the comments wherever you happen to find this. so that we got some input, and if it's worth spending some time on this all the time. I don't know if Candace, what happened there? So you're still in here? Anyway, if anybody wants to plug anything on the way out, again, we have about 4 minutes. We really have to end right at an hour. No, I'm just kidding. Is Foss started up his mouse party at 4:15 or 5 after, or is it now?
Yeah, 4:15.
Okay, so we got
to be starting soon.
So after this show, there's another show that's on.
10:30. My bad. We pushed it back.
Oh, a half an hour?
Yeah,
everybody's got time to go get something to eat or something now. So we'll end this one, and then after this, there's another show that starts in the evenings or late night, however you want to look at this, and that's the Mouse Party. Baron and Foss. Well, I'm assuming you're going to be in there. Foss hosts a show, and just sort of a general conversation, a Wednesday chat. Every other week, they do an overnight chat, and I guess now it's technically only a late night chat. That's on Saturdays, late night, where you guys focus more on guns and Second Amendment topics. But I guess since I already just plugged that for you, is there anything else you want to plug, Baron? Or on our way?
I think you did my job for me. I wanted to thank everyone for playing. This was a fun game. It was real close.
Right on. Thanks again for playing and winning. Where's the scores? DJ came in next. Wait, where are the scores?
Barbecue
came in next.
Yep.
You got to plug. Do you even do anything?
No, not really.
He had a great interview today.
Oh, thank you.
Indeed. Enjoyed it.
So you're saying not plugging nothing? So he does a
Oh, I'm supposed to plug stuff? I'm sorry. I'm
Wednesday, and then he does some other
digging through
shows.
my email. Yep. Yeah, I got that stuff. Some other like shows that are like a ripoff of this show, except we don't play games on mine because
I'm sure
not
tomorrow
that
or
creative.
something you'll be doing like the Thursday pop quiz or something. Or I already used pop quiz, so I'm sure it'll be like the makeup quiz or something. The detention makeup quiz.
Thursday tactical test.
There you go. See, I knew something would happen.
Then we
So
have
then,
some alliteration going on.
how about Candace? Anything to plug? Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being a participant.
Nothing to plug yet.
Oh, I did that out of order. All right. Well, thanks again for showing up. And then DJ, anything to plug on our way out of here?
I'm on my way to the mouse party. So be safe, have fun, carry your guns, and rock is what I usually go with. Thanks, G. It's fun.
Right. So thanks again to everybody. Smeggy's saying he likes playing at home, but he'd like to jump in. Don't know how to play the quizzes in the chat. I guess I'll have to keep working on that. That's kind of what Baron did. But like I said, I don't know. I got to figure out a way to do it so that, we still got our tech here and I'm building this. So if we can figure out a way to do it so it's, we could just do it with a piece of paper or something, right? Everybody could do it on the screen. Or see the quizzes for the first time. Like I could not give out the password. I don't know. So if you've got ideas, feel free to throw them out there. Anyway, we'll end this thing. It'll end right about an hour. And we'll be back tomorrow on Thursdays, we talk about training and travel. And I try to do another 2A related show on Thursdays if I can on the big channel. So thanks again for everybody who showed up. We will be back to pick you up later. Thank you for supporting our projects. If you'd like to buy us a cup of coffee, check out our Patreon channel.
The guys and gals at gunwebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thank you for watching gunwebsites.com. Do 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 do.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.